Hey there, Ranger Nation. It's Nate, and welcome to the Webcast with Attitude LR4. And this is episode 209, Rev Up The Power. Guys, it has to do with our episode rate for Boom Boonger. That's why this episode is called that. But before we get into all that fun stuff and the topic list that I have right here, let me introduce you to my more phenomenal co-host. We got Ryan. And we got Rick.
Hey.
Yeah, so how was everybody's week?
Hot.
Same old. It was hot.
Yeah. This summer has been a little up and down with the temperature. So yeah, guys, if any of you have watched, if you've been following up on Hunter Dino, she was able to make it to the Kids' Choice Awards. So
good.
Her and Chance Perez were there. I do think it's kind of ridiculous that if you're nominating cast members,
they should all be able to be there.
Exactly. So that's a good thing. But unfortunately, I don't think I don't know if she won. I don't think she won. I didn't watch it, but
I don't think she won either.
I think it's kind of ridiculous. You know, you're nominating somebody, but then you put them. And the oddest thing is, I mentioned this in the group chat with everybody on LR4, that it's funny that when they did the favorite kids TV actress, they put Hunter Dino and Tessa Rao in the same category.
Well, they wanted to make sure you had to vote for one of them, but you can't vote for both.
Yeah, I'm surprised didn't. Yeah, but I mean, if she was going to be on the,
no, I never said they were intelligent.
Yeah. If they're going to do an LGBTQ, which more than likely they wouldn't, because it's Nick Choice Awards. You know what I mean? It's Nick Kids Choice Awards. It's kind of hard to do something like that.
I mean, nowadays.
Well, it's got trans involved, so I'm sure they could have.
Mm-hmm. But I don't know. I think.
Oh.
I can't remember what won the category for the favorite family TV show, kids TV show, action TV show. Can't remember. But it wasn't Power Rangers Cosmic Fury. So, but let me just say this, Nick. Nickelodeon, if you're going to nominate an actor from said category, they should be able to be invited to be a part of that event. That's just.
Unless if they can't travel and they do VIA satellite or something, that'd be the only reason why they're not physically there. But
I mean, I can understand
they should be there.
I think I can understand with Tessa Rao's situation because I think she's originally from Australia. But with Hunter Dino and Chance Perez, and I mean, I don't know. It's just, I mean, there could have been they could have figured something out. I don't know, but that's just my opinion, and I'm just gonna stick with that. Anyway, so we're gonna get into our first topic, which is the Super Sentai Zone, and we're going to be talking about doing 2 episode rates of Boom Boonger. The first one being episode 11, What the Boy Wants. So I remember this a little bit, that in this episode, there was a boy, I think he's sick in the hospital, and a friend of Taya, or an old acquaintance or something, sends him on this job to deliver a certain item. Ryan, can you tell us what that certain item was he was delivering?
It was Boon Boon Red's doll.
Freaking plushie,
form.
yeah.
Mhm.
So, Rick, what do you remember of this episode?
So, the guy that basically helps fund Red, he had a special delivery for him
Mm-hmm.
to deliver what? Uh, yeah, my computer's stupid.
Ryan is working.
It's on
His
my
is
end
working
this time.
perfectly.
It's been going a little slow.
Oh, love technology.
But no, I mean, it was still an interesting episode. I'd give it a.
Did you say a 9?
Yeah.
Rick? Okay. Ryan, what would you give this episode?
I'll give it about a 8.5.
8.5, okay. I'll give it a 9 as well. I mean, it's got a good storyline, and it's funny how when he shows up as Boone Red, so that was a pretty cool thing. Delivering a Boone plushie. This next episode is explosive. Episode 12, Explosive Engine, and this has to do with them teaming up with Go On Red, which we all know is Power Rangers from Power Rangers RPM, Ranger Series Operator RPM Red. And so apparently when his Zord, I can't remember what that Zord was called, his mecha. Speedor, yeah. That can act, yeah. Apparently Zords could talk.
Well,
in Japan.
In that season.
Yes.
Yeah, majority of them.
But so
not only that, they were from another world. And so in that world, Bear RV and Speedor got married and had Mech Falcon, who was used by the Gokaijers.
Because apparently vehicles can consummate.
Well, they're artificial. Well, they're life forms.
Sentient beings.
Yeah. But the reason Speedor was here was he was, I think, on his way to Falcon's wedding. Which means now Speedor's child is getting married. So I could see in another season, a year or two from now, us getting another RPM Go On team up, utilizing Speedor's grandchild.
Who I'm trying to think of what they called the Falcon.
Mech Falcon.
And Mech Falcon, yeah. What do they call him? And Mach Falcon, you mean?
Mach Falcon.
I think
yeah.
that's it.
That was Gonger.
Super Mega Force, what was it called?
It may have kept its name. Sounds about right.
I
don't know.
Really? Did he just? What? Is he gonna? Hold on. you gotta mention this to this guy. Give me one sec, guys. I gotta. Sorry about this. I gotta message somebody real quick.
No, I mean, at the end of the day, it was an interesting story. It would have been nice to see more of the go-oners, especially yellow. Or silver.
Okay, sorry about that.
No,
So
having like the original 3 would have been fun.
what I think is interesting about this episode is that they kind of did what they did with the team up in Samurai, where Red only shows up.
Yeah, but they did it much better.
I mean, that is what it is.
I mean, don't get me wrong. Clash of the Red Rangers was okay. But,
yeah, because they put 2 movies in one.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that way they could,
But
because that's when they.
Nothing beats the original source footage.
Yeah, but apparently, of course, during that time when Saban bought it back, he only agreed to do, one Ranger from that, and that was it. And he still called it a movie.
Yeah. Well, that's because it came out like during the split of the seasons.
That's true.
As a double-length episode. However, it actually is supposed to have been placed later on in season 2, just like when they released the Lightspeed Rescue Lost Galaxy team up on VHS, like half a year early. And yeah, and it was what, a McDonald's?
Yeah, do you remember that, Ryan?
What?
They released because originally they didn't think about having plans of releasing.
Yeah, it was even in 3D.
They weren't thinking about actually releasing the episode on television, I think. And they decided, you know what, we're going to release it on VHS through McDonald's.
Uh-huh. The Lightspeed Rescue Lost Galaxy team up.
Yep. Trakina's Revenge.
I don't think I remember the toys they had for it.
And apparently that was filmed. The filming of that was so horrible that most of the Galaxy Ranger cast walked off set throughout production.
Dang.
Well, that's why they had to have somebody else. Well, it was mainly what happened.
The first person to walk off was the actress for Trakina.
Right, and also the one person.
Galaxy Green.
Well, hold on. Yeah, hold on. What happened was, if you notice when you watch it, they have the scenes with Danny Slavin and a lot of the other actors, but Danny Slavin left and he never finished his ADR. So they had to use different actors to voice him during the ADR when he was in a suit. It was the exact same guy that did the voice for the Red Alien Ranger in, I believe, God, what was his name?
Was it the Forever Red?
Yes. It was the same guy that did the voice for the Red Alien Ranger. And I think they used him later on down the road. But maybe no, they didn't. So it was, so because when you hear him, he goes, Carter, yeah. I'm like, that is not freaking Leo's voice.
No. But yeah, I think by the time they finished filming that episode, all 6 of the returning actors for Lost Galaxy had left.
Maybe.
Because you had Trakina and you had the Galaxy Rangers.
Well, I think it was mainly. I thought it was mainly. No, Mike wasn't there.
No, that's why I said only the 6 actors. I was explaining why I didn't say 7. But yeah,
Oh yeah.
They
I don't
all
even think-
walked off before the filming
Yeah. So
because there
But,
were
you know-
some behind the scenes issues too. I think there
they're
were
always they're
like I think there was like safety issues and stuff as well.
But that was one of the first time during when they were starting to do team ups for Power Rangers,
Yeah.
where they actually used the footage from said Sentai movie.
Well, they did for Rangers of the Two Worlds, the Zeo Alien Ranger crossover. They
Right,
used
that's
footage
true.
there too. But
Right.
when Justin teamed up with the Space Rangers, that was completely original footage.
Yeah, but But anyway,
Now, the
let's
Zord
get
battle
on.
is still Japanese footage.
Yeah. So let's go ahead and get on topic here. Rick, rate for episode 12.
This one I really enjoyed. Found it funny, that they were trapped in place because of heavy shoes. Yeah, and of course, Red would go on. Red was able to fight through it. Experience matters. I'd give this one a 10. I enjoyed seeing the two Zords side by side fighting. So yeah, 10.
Okay. Ryan, what about you, man?
I'll give it a 10 as well.
Me too. I mean, that was really well done. I mean, it was cool to see that. Maybe in the future we'll see a maybe down the road anniversary type of movie for this or maybe even a team up with Boom Boonger and Go Onder, because
Yeah.
that'd be pretty cool.
I mean, at the end of the day, I know this ain't part of the topic, but Hasbro really just needs to adopt another Super Sentai in order to keep the series going. This would be a good one for them to adopt.
Yeah. And King Oger in this one too.
Yes, but if you're looking for more kid-centric, where kids are going to be big on it, I hate to admit it, but this would be better over King Oger. Yeah. Even though I really love King Oger.
Oh, King Oger would do really well, I think. And I'm not saying that this wouldn't do well either, but I would say King Oger would do well, and then possibly
versus
doing Boom Boonger. Yeah.
Which one is children going to enjoy more?
Well, that's true, but you never. I mean, But
if they're going for the young adult audience, the older teen, young adult, King Oger is better.
It really does not.
Toy sales, this would kick butt.
Yeah, I think, in all honesty, I don't think it's like a lot of people want to see another Sentai adapted. Mm-hmm. I do too.
I don't think we will get it.
Oh no,
but
I don't think so.
No,
either.
At the end of the day, can you imagine the toys that they can release for Boom Boonger? Like,
could you imagine the toys they probably wouldn't release
associated with all Power Ranger seasons?
Yeah. Did you you hear what I said though? I said, could you imagine the toys that they wouldn't release? Like the Zords, the auxiliary Zords.
Oh no! They released the auxiliary Zords. They just want to give us trailer. The main Zord.
Or they would do it to where the auxiliary is already attached. You can't transform it.
Yeah.
They've got a separate thing, like a Hot Wheels thing where the trailer is automatically the launcher, so you can launch them on a track.
But, listen.
Actually, that would be kind of cool.
No, listen.
I mean, not the whole it can't transform, but I could see a Hot Wheels version of these toys.
So, guys, I just want to let you know, I'm not throwing any hate against Hasbro. I just think
I'm throwing all the hate towards Hasbro.
Me personally, I'm not, because the thing is, they just need to get their stuff together. They need to get everything. They need to get their stuff together. That's all.
Didn't Hot Wheels at one time sell RPM cars? Like they were just the vehicles, they weren't made to transform.
They during the,
or is that something else?
20th, they did that during the 20th anniversary, where Hot Wheels released these special edition type of Hot Wheels cars.
But weren't there like just the car versions of RPM?
I don't think it was Hot Wheels though.
No.
I know that Hot Wheels did, when they did Megaforce, and they were releasing, these little cars. I remember I used to have one of them, and that represented the 20th anniversary of Power Rangers.
You got these diecast cars that are Power Rangers related, but those are Hasbro released, not which, by the way, Ollie's apparently in some areas have a yellow and a pink Ranger one.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Jade, that one place, the company that has also released those cars for Fast and Furious and everything. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. But anyway, we're in the Super Sentai zone, guys, because we still got some more stuff to talk about. So, recap. Episode 11, 8.5, 9, and 9. And then for this, 10.
10.
Yep. Straight 10. So basically, if you're getting a bunch of cherries, that's basically us. We all agreed on a 10 here. On a slot. On one of those, things like, yeah. So the jackpot. Anyway. So, but like I said, now since this came out, this episode, they released the Memorial Edition of the Go On phone, which I think is awesome. I love how they do all these cool, they do kind of like legacy items from certain seasons, which I.
Mm-hmm. The thing is, Memorial Edition is a larger size of the item, and it is basically their legacy line.
Well, also, it is actually authentic size too.
Like
not
I said,
to say the Japanese, not to the not like
not the child size ones.
Yeah,
but like how the Legacy Dragon Dagger, the Legacy Golden Power Staff, or
even though I think the Go On phone was basically kind of a decent size for the kids.
It was.
I think.
I have it.
Yeah. Oh, you have that version?
I had the Japanese version when it first came out.
Okay.
It's even got the little
engine.
Well, it's got the engine soul for the transform, but in the Japanese version, you know how they had the little pouch that their morpher sat in on their belt?
Mm-hmm.
It has that. Whereas the English version never had that.
Right. So
which was
here's here's the price for this item on Tokullectibles. The direct link is in the description. It is $135 coming from Japan, which will be scheduled to be released January of next year.
Yeah.
And deposit is $65. So it's still available to pre-order right now. And then for China, it's $125, and deposit is $55. And that will be scheduled to be released in February of next year. So, guys, if you are interested in getting this item, I would suggest going to Tokullectibles. Make sure you guys place your pre-order right away, because depending on how many they have available, otherwise you're probably going to have to look into other markets that will probably, I don't know, maybe charge even more for it.
Yeah.
So, also another Memorial Edition. This has nothing to do with Boom Boonger or Go Onger, but another fan favorite within Super Sentai, the Master License Memorial Edition.
Yeah.
So yeah, they have released the
Fireball
SP.
one.
Yeah, well the Fire Booster one, special one, and the what was it? The SP license, I think it was.
Yeah.
SPD license, and then you had the Fire Squad version too. So this item is also in the link is in the description below. And this
At least
one,
they got the decals on the right side.
let's see.
Well, I guess they shouldn't mess up. They're the ones that designed it.
Yeah, so this is coming from Japan. The full payment is $115. Deposit $55. And expecting schedule release is February of next year. And then in China, the full payment is $110. But if you're going to do like a deposit, it would be $40. And coming from China, it will be in February as well. So either way, you'll still be waiting to get it February of next year. It's still available. That's why I always put that's why I always make sure to have the direct links in the description so you guys can pre-order it and don't miss out on your chance on getting it. Yeah, I mean, if I had money like this,
oh God, if I had the money,
dude, I would.
This mess that I'm trying to hide behind me wouldn't be there if I had the money. Because first, I'd have a place where I had extra space, or at least a storage unit.
Let's put it this way: these guys are mainly going for the mini flaws, basically, because
I haven't even been able to order the Lightspeed Rescue ones because I don't have the money.
Yeah.
So donate to the link below. Oh wait, we don't have a link below. Yeah.
So I think that's all we have for the Super Sentai.
Link below and send me a check.
Let me see. Hold on a sec. Well, I'm trying to think if we. I think that's all we have for Super Sentai Zone. So yeah, anything to cover from the Super Sentai Zone, guys? Any, your thoughts on how? Yeah. So I mean, like I said, I would love to have something like this because I do like legacy type of items. They're always fun to have. Just don't have anywhere to put it or don't have the money. Mainly the money. And yeah, I don't have anywhere to put it. So now we are going to move on to
Oh.
I'll just go ahead and go for the variant right now. That way you can at least
hold on.
It's not. Oh, you don't have to hold on. Just there. There you go.
I don't have anything pulled up here.
Yep. That's why I'm always prepared. So let me ask. You know what? While Rick's doing that, Ryan, if you were to start reading the comics, what would you start with? Would you start from the way beginning, leading up to Shattered Grid, and then all the series?
Yes. So I know what's going on.
Yeah. Would you get any of the collab comics like? Well, they have
Ninja Turtles and Godzilla. Yes.
And also, what else was there a collab of it? Justice League and Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. They did that, yeah. Heck, if you want to read it, dude, I have that. You can read it, borrow it. All right, so let's go ahead.
So Godzilla versus the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers 2, issue 5. This will be coming out August 28th, 2024. So, yeah. This is it. The final battle between Godzilla, the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, and the terrifying combined forces of Rita and Astronema. The fate of the multiverse hangs in the balance, but can the teenagers with attitude and the of monsters stand a chance against the Kaiju Psycho Rangers now that they've absorbed the powers of Destroya, Megalon, King Ghidorah, Space Godzilla, and
King Ghidorah. That's what the name is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
It's a
yeah,
long time to actually.
this is going to be the final issue of the second Godzilla versus Mighty Morphin Power Rangers.
Or as they would say in Japan, Godzilla.
So of course you got the main cover here, showing off the Rangers, Godzilla. Let's see, you got you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 Rangers there. You're missing Blue.
Oh yeah. Where is Blue?
No idea.
He became a snack.
He might be hidden behind the, which would be weird.
That wasn't bad. Hold on. Let me see. I'm gonna zoom in.
Hidden behind.
Oh, there's Blue.
I think that might be him up there.
We give a little bit more. We give everyone a little bit more detailed. Blue and just a little bit.
He's getting blasted.
I just think it's itty bitty distance.
Yeah.
That is fun. Well, instead of where's Waldo, where's Blue? He's right there.
Yeah.
Where's the Blue Ranger? Oh, that's pretty bad. Okay, so you ready for the next cover?
Yep.
Alrighty, here we go. Are
So
you kidding me?
this
Wait a minute.
is the 1 in 10 cover. And here you're down to only 5 Rangers.
Yeah, they're missing white and blue.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna zoom in.
But if you notice, the Red Ranger's sword is now blue.
Are you kidding? I swear, the Blue Ranger turns blue. The sword turns blue because of the Blue Ranger. Come on, where are you guys? You're hiding somewhere. Let's play. Oh no,
It's
not that. No,
Atomic
go back.
Blast. It's Atomic Slash.
Let's see. Nope, nowhere to be found.
No.
Ah well. But yep. So when does this issue come out, Rick? Again,
The
August.
28th of August this year.
And you know what the 28th of August is?
Of all the issues to come out on that day, it's this one.
The 31st anniversary of Power Rangers.
Yep.
On National Power Rangers Day.
Yep.
So now we do have some, for Rick's topic, we do have some stuff for San Diego Comic-Con within his topic. Like this right here.
Give me a moment here.
Yeah. I mean, you can just like literally read it off here. If you need me to zoom in, just let me know.
So catch Amy Jo Johnson and Matt Hudson at the Boom Studios booth, July 25th through 27th, signing copies of Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, The Return #1, featuring exclusive Jenny Frison variant cover art.
So that must be the cover art for it. Maybe.
So that means that the copy that they're signing it is one that they have there.
Okay.
And then
right here we've got the schedule.
So of course we got the schedule. So they'll be at the Boom Studios booth during these hours. Wednesday the 24th. Apparently they're going to be there at night, which the previous one didn't. The previous post did not show that they were going to be there the 24th. So the 25th. So somebody needs
Yeah. So they.
information.
Yeah. Somebody met. So I guess they show up later that day, and I guess they just didn't want to.
Yeah.
Hold on.
So it's a Wednesday signing, then a Thursday signing for an hour. So they got 2 hours on Wednesday night. They got 1 hour on Thursday. They got a total of 3 hours on Friday with a 2 or 3 hour break. Yeah.
Isn't San Diego Comic-Con a 4-day event usually?
It might be. I don't know. Never been.
It looks like. I know. Me neither.
And then Saturday is another hour worth of signing.
Yes.
So all in all, they got 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 hours worth of signing over 4 days. Now, I think San Diego Comic-Con works on Sunday, so they're not there on Sunday. So I might be wrong about them having the convention on a Sunday.
No, I think it does go through. So hold on, let me look at that.
It's Thursday through Sunday.
I guess they just
it's
unless if they.
Hold on.
Yeah, very confusing.
Which means that they're doing a special thing for 2 hours the day before. Then. Yeah, so signing exclusive MMPR return issue 1 plus personal items.
Yep. And when they mean personal, they don't mean the pair of boxers that you're wearing. It has Power Rangers on them.
I mean, I'm sure they probably charge a little extra and prefer you not to be wearing.
Oh no, it's from what I'm looking on their website, it's Wednesday through Sunday, but Wednesday's only like 3 hours, like from 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. So it's very short.
Yeah.
So it's basically a preview night.
I guess.
Yeah. Kind of like Lexington does.
Early bird kind of thing.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Kind of like when they do day 0 or whatever.
Yeah.
But so I did send a message to Amy Jo on her, on her X account, and she did give me a thumbs up about a panel. But here's that information right here, guys. This comes directly from their Facebook page. This helps out. And Rick, you want to go ahead and read that?
So, Mighty Morphin Power Rangers cross the morphing grid. Friday, the 26th at Comic-Con International from 5:30 to 6:30 in room 5AB. Why does that sound like a blood type? Yeah, I'm just 5AB. I mean, AB is a blood type, so I don't know. After 8 years and over 120 issues, Boom Studios' Power Rangers universe is coming to an end, but not without a few final surprises. Join Melissa Flores, writer of the climactic Darkest Hour event, alongside the iconic Ryan Parrott, the original Pink Ranger Amy Jo Johnson, and the original Black Ranger Walter Jones for a behind-the-scenes peek at the final issues of Mighty Morphin Power Rangers and an exclusive look ahead at what's next.
And it will be monitored by
It'll be monitored by Matt Hudson, who that's what, Amy Jo Johnson's husband?
Boyfriend. I think that's
boyfriend.
Yeah.
Boyfriend, husband, close enough. So in other words, he's going to make sure she gets time to speak. So make sure if they take questions, you are appropriate with those questions. Otherwise, this guy's going to shut you down because he's not going to tolerate you being inappropriate, which is a good thing.
So, yeah. So,
I know I stole the power bow from set.
So, what we understand is, Rick, like you read in that information, it says, and Boom Studios Power Rangers universe ending, but with it saying what's next.
Pull that back up.
Okay. Let's get that. There we go.
Yeah. So, let's see. Boom Studios Power Rangers universe is coming to an end. And then they're saying a look at what's next. So the thing is, that universe is done. That doesn't mean they're not going to do Power Ranger comics.
Mm-hmm.
It's just not going to be connected to that universe. Which, in all honesty, could be sort of a misdirect.
Yeah, definitely.
Because at the end of the day, I think what would be really cool, and don't hold me to this because I have no idea what they're actually going to announce. This is my opinion of what I would like to see them do. I would love to see Alien Ranger stories. So give us a back history of the Alien Rangers before Zordon calls upon them to help on Earth. Give us their first interaction with Hydra Hulk, their arch enemy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Give us their or let's see, you got the Zeo Crystal already, so
yeah.
Give us Zeo Rangers.
Trains fast.
Show us what Billy did behind the scenes to create the turbo powers or whatnot.
Well, if they want to explore that, because that's what they were saying.
But
the movie,
it doesn't necessarily mean that it's going to be another 8-year series. It could be a mini series that's 2-3 issues. The Alien Rangers, I would love to see as a at least a 12-issue series.
Well, yeah, I mean, I think that would be a great idea. I
and it doesn't
totally
have to be tied to this universe. They could give us Power Rangers Turbo, and it pick up from Power Transfer to see the team actually become a team by the time that next episode occurred.
That was called Passing the Torch, I think.
Yeah, whatever it's called.
Passing the Power Transfer was the episode.
Yeah.
Where, okay. Yeah.
But you get what I mean.
Yeah, I get
it. And like Boom Studios can make it their own thing.
Yeah.
And like, or give us a more expanded story on the Space Rangers before Andros met like his team before he met the team we know.
Well, technically, they already did that.
Right. Well, they gave us this universe version of that, but that doesn't mean that they can't do another. They could give us the warriors that use the Quasar Sabers before the Galaxy Rangers.
Yeah, Ryan, I got a question for you.
There's a lot that could be built off and made their own storyline that is essentially part of the main Power Ranger universe as well, without being connected to the main Power Ranger universe or the Boom Studios.
Ryan, what would you like to see Boom Studios going forward, whatever their plan is, or what would you like to see with that?
I don't know, a different Ranger team, perhaps. Maybe do SPD with their parents.
I honestly would like to see them.
Blue's dad.
That'd be an interesting one, but I think also I would have loved to them actually explore that, because originally Jason Bischoff wanted to do something called Power Rangers SPD Fire Squad. I don't understand why they would pass that up, because after Soul of the Dragon came out, and then they had JJ, spoiler alert, JJ become SPD Green with the Dragon Shield, and then Sky was still a Ranger. He was the Deca Ranger,
Yeah.
not the Japanese version, the actual exclusive American version,
Yeah.
basically. But
And
anyway,
they could do that as a series too.
yeah, and
SPD was a popular season.
yeah, it was definitely.
RPM was popular.
And I understand that why they did Mighty Morphin is because Mighty Morphin is what started it, but they at least
Oh no, I think that they made
acknowledged
the wise decision of doing Mighty Morphin.
yeah, and they acknowledged a lot of the seasons within a lot of different teams within Mighty Morphin.
Yes.
That's how they did that. So I did like how they did
the
that.
Boom Studios comics for Power Rangers would have been as popular as they are if if they hadn't done Mighty Morphin first.
But the direction the way they did it was really good. I thought that was good.
Yes.
I really need to go. I really need to start reading them again. I am still need to get down and read Shattered Grid. I know what happens in Shattered Grid. I haven't read it. It's hard to, there's so many series that came out and it's hard to keep up. So, but I'm going to try my best. So, also, Rick, there was a post on Mega Power Brazil of some exclusives.
Yeah, give me a moment here.
Do you have anything that you can hit to translate it? Because I think it's in their language.
All right. So, Boom Studios Power Rangers panel at San Diego Comic-Con 2024. As previously announced, Boom Studios will be present at this year's San Diego Comic-Con to discuss the future of comics with the incredible guests, or with some incredible guests. Boom Studios revealed yesterday so this was July 12th, that a panel focused on Power Rangers will take place at San Diego Comic-Con 2024. Main focus will be the conclusion of Darkest Hour and the long directory of the comics that began in 2016 with the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers comic arc. Titled Mighty Morphin Power Rangers Cross the Morphin Grid panel will take place on the 26th in Hall 5AB at 9:30. Brazil
blood type.
And will last 1 hour. We gave you the actual times earlier. You got Melissa, Ryan, Walter, and Amy that will all be there. And it will be the chat will feature Matt Hudson, who co-wrote Return, with Amy as the moderator.
Amy was I thought Matt was the moderator.
We will also have a preview of what's to come next in the expanded comic book universe. More information should be revealed. Exclusive content will be issue 122 of Mighty Morphin Power Rangers.
Let's go ahead and show that exclusive. Where can they find this at San Diego Comic-Con?
This will be at oh god, we had their booth on the other one.
It's right. No, I mean not for the return.
At the Diamond Select booth.
Yeah.
We will have 2 variant covers illustrated by Bon Bernardino for issue 122 of Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. There will be a colored version and a shaded version. The colored version, which I assume is the one you're about to pull up,
there it is,
will have 600 copies available. And that'll be it. So there's only 600 of these colored versions coming out. And then
the next one,
the shaded version,
Yeah.
which
Thought it said
is
Shadow,
awesome,
but
by the way. We'll have 1,000 copies available. Yeah.
I can see why they probably did the colored version for 600 and this one for 1,000 because this is going to be a pretty rare one. They're both going to be rare.
Oh, they're both going to be rare.
But I think it's because they know that this one is going to be more popular than a regular colored version, possibly. But before we moved on
both
from
of
Rick,
these are not the Tommy version of Green Ranger.
no, it's not.
It's the
You guys
matte
have been reading
version
them.
of Green Ranger.
So now here's
with his Chaos Green Ranger power.
I have no idea what Ryan's doing right now, but apparently I guess he's collecting coins.
Pachinko.
He's playing.
What
Turn
is
in
that?
his tablet.
No.
Yeah, kids. So anyway, but before we move on from Rick's topic, I want to say with Amy Jo Johnson being there, maybe one of the announcements, just something to do with her continuing to do another series, maybe?
Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, The Return returns. Stupid title, yes.
That is never going to be the
time to come up with a better one.
Mm-hmm. Well, guys, that's just my thought. I'm not saying that's my opinion. That's my thought. I'm not saying that's what's going to be.
It's what we're all hoping.
It would be awesome. And if you haven't read issue 4 yet, go out and buy it.
Yeah.
Go out and buy it right now, so you guys can be ready. Go buy a lot of these copies right now, so you guys. Yeah, Rick, go ahead.
Or your local comic book shop or comic shop. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
This year.
Exactly.
Buy the paper copies.
Now,
I mean, not Power Rangers, but I got tons.
Yeah. So, but just like I said, with me, I get the volumes because it's a lot better than getting individual issues because I do like to have the cover arts in there. And usually a volume makes up for a trade paperback volume is 4 issues within it.
Yeah.
And I know that some of them had the miniseries, like the Bulk and Skull Misadventure type of thing and Squat and Babu or whatever, I think.
Yep.
In there. So, but guys, if you're interested in getting these things, you should definitely look this into your, Rick said, your local comic book shop. They're also available on, you can always look at Amazon and see if you want to get it there. Or
if you don't have a local comic book shop in your area, mycomicbookshop.com is a decent place to order from. You're going to get good quality. I've ordered from them when my local comic book shop and local conventions haven't had what I was looking for.
And I think that some of them can actually, will order it for you, right? Is that what you said?
Some might, but if you're going to do that, you might as well do it yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Now, you can order through if you have like a list of comics, comic book shops tend to have where you can register a pull list, and every week when those come in, they'll bag it up and save it for you to come in and purchase. Most comic book shops will hold them for a week. Some might hold it longer. I know my local comic book shop actually holds for 4 weeks.
And if you guys
are going to change because of the economy. Got to move product faster in order to turn around and make money.
And thanks to Rick for introducing me to this app.
Oh yeah,
Comic Geeks. You can see that.
Yep.
This really does help out.
That's actually where I read the information for the Godzilla issue today.
Yeah.
That's where I read half the information anymore.
So
you can keep track of your collection.
Right here.
What you want, what you've read.
And
Also create a pull list on there without having to set up an account or anything. The idea for it is if you buy comics on a regular basis, it'll create a separate spot where you can just see what you want and what's coming out for what you want. So like,
so Ryan, if you're going to start doing some comic book collecting of the Power Rangers, you got that app.
That would definitely help a lot.
Yeah, because then
so
it's like, really.
You can create a pull list here.
Now, Ryan, what would you mainly go for? I gotta ask. I don't think I've ever asked you this, but what would you go for? Just the individual issues, or would you try to go for like more of the volume, so that way you could have at least 4 issues within the volume? Which one would you go for?
Well, depending on how far the series is, I would probably go with the volumes. And so I'm caught up, and then maybe go for the individuals afterwards.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I mean, for Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, you got issue 122 coming up, and followed by Darkest Hour issue 1, which will be the final issue. So you got 122 issues. Well, you got they did it weird because after, what was it, 55 issues or so, they split it into 2 titles until they got
Mighty Morphin and then Power Rangers, right? Yeah.
But they also still had legacy covers, which kept the numbering consistent. Because they did charge to 100, which wouldn't make sense if you use the renumbering system that they did.
I think they actually have a deluxe version of these comics too.
I think so.
Within the series, but if that's cost like over like a good amount of money.
Yeah. And then of course you had like the Mighty Morphin comic had one story, whereas Power Rangers had a different story, and then they came back together and continued from there to this point.
Yeah, and I do like, and also if you are some of the stories seem like they connect, but in their own way.
Yeah.
Like Power Rangers Universe, kind of what I noticed in there. I haven't read it, but
you had some issues of the Unlimited that were connected, whereas Universe was its own series.
Now, what Rick has told me about the graphic novels, like Power Rangers, Soul of the Dragon,
that's
not
its
really
standalone story, and it seems to be based more in the actual main continuity universe than
because
and it's not connected to the Boom Studio Power Ranger universe itself.
It's more, how do I explain this? It's more like a continuation many years later.
Yeah.
With the whole thing with
it's kind of like, well, it's Old Man Tommy.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
You got like Old Man Thor stories.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is Old Man Tommy.
So, but what I meant was
they gave him his own like Old Man Wolverine story.
Yeah, basically what I was saying, the reason why I said like Dimensions in Danger, because it involves the Master Morpher in there. So, and his son. So, yeah, that's.
But the son.
So that's basically.
Was mentioned also in Once a Ranger, or Once and Always. And was JJ mentioned in the Ninja Steel team up?
Yes, he was. When he was going in, if you remember when he was coming back from the dojo. Yeah. JJ, I told you not to park your bike.
Oh, no, wait, that was
Sorry, Dad.
Danger.
Yeah, Dimensions in Danger, and then Once and Always was mentioned later. But yeah, it's basically, So yeah, but the individual storylines are great with how they,
And then Power
explain.
Rangers Pink is more connected to the Dear John letter style. Well, it ends with Kimberly sending the Dear John letter. So you gotta find out what that's about.
Yeah.
But so that is connected more towards the show than it is the comics, anyways, because its story can't happen in the Boom Studios main universe.
So if you want to, hey, just let me know, Ryan, if you want to read them or if you want to just give them your stuff, just let me know and I'll let you borrow some of them.
And then, of course, you got the Ninja Turtle crossovers.
Which I actually read that one.
Yes.
Which was really good. It was really good.
Both
I
are
have yet to read this. I haven't read the second one yet, and I understand what happens in the second one, but I'm just trying to read certain comics here and there. But anyway, now, guys, our next topic revolves around a announcement from something called Hasbro Arcade, I believe, and it's pretty funny of how they announced this game, but we haven't got anything else from Hasbro except certain bits and pieces like Playmates and all that stuff. But I digress. Let me go ahead and show you the a look at this new Power Ranger game that is, I believe it's coming out later this year. So, pull up the video. Here we go. So that's incredible. I'm giving them this. That is incredible.
I have to admit, it has a nostalgia to it.
Oh yeah, it has that. If you guys are familiar with like the old arcade game or the Nintendo game, kind of like
Genesis.
the style yep, and they've done kind of like what they did with Ninja Turtles, the retro style.
Yes.
So this is awesome. This is very cool, and I do have the link in the description, direct link below this in the description section. If you guys want to look to see where you can buy it, let's see. It's available through PS4, PS5, Xbox. I don't know which Xbox, but Nintendo Switch.
Probably yes.
It's probably the current.
So yeah, guys, if you were interested in buying this will be coming out late 2024, so more likely in the fall. This is just awesome. And one thing I want to pull up here real quick.
Yeah, I will most likely be finding a way to buy it.
So let me show you right
Especially
here.
if it's on PS4.
Let's see. So let's see. Morphin' time.
Matter of time. Morphin' time.
Let me find it. Let me find it. Oh, there it is. Wait, hold on. So hold up. Go back a little bit. That is Robo Rita. That is freaking Robo Rita.
Yeah.
That is freaking awesome. I thought that was a cool.
So we're getting Alpha 8 in this. Okay.
Oh, no, probably not. But this is basically,
May he rest in peace.
yeah, okay, yeah, I get what you meant. Never mind. I had to think about that for a second. This is freaking awesome because this is basically what if Rita actually managed to go back in time. Robo Rita managed to go back in time. That is an awesome. That's just. If you guys have seen Once and Always, guys, that I just love how they're doing this. But Hasbro, you gave us this. Come on. You
In
gave
all
us.
honesty, if they really wanted to, they could release an alternate ending to Once and Always, and then send the Once and Always team back to the 90s and basically have them fight Robo Rita while trying not to interact with the younger Rangers.
Yeah, but Ryan, what do you think, man? You have a PS4, right?
Yeah.
Are you thinking about probably checking this out?
But did anyone catch the roller coaster?
I know.
There's a green cart, so they're each dedicated. They're each
Ranger has
to,
their own cart.
So if it's
We
going
never-
to, depending on how many players we're going to get, because they only showed 5, is a possibility there's going to be 6.
I was about to mention that too. They didn't really mention the Green Ranger in there, but that could be a possibility.
Well, go back to the cart though.
Let me go back to the video game one.
Because they're each there's that spot where they're shooting from the carts, and they're in their respectively colored cart. So there's a green spot open.
Yes, green's right there next to pink in the front.
I'm not going to play the sound this time.
Even when you get to the front view of the cart traveling down the track, you will see the green cart.
Yes.
So it could be a later on addition that they add to it, if it's not based to it.
So let's see. We'll get to that part. Madam Woe's in there. Still love how Robo Rita's in there. That's freaking awesome. Let's see.
It's coming up after this, I think.
Let's see. Oh, yep,
See?
there it is.
Green card.
Right.
And it's 4 players, so you hit the 5th one, it's got pink. So it's a possibility they'll have green.
That was a good catch. That was a really good catch, Ryan. I did not catch that. I did not realize that.
It.
I didn't. That was a good. That was a great, really good. That was a good catch, Ryan. That was a really good catch right there.
Go a little farther.
Go farther. Okay, I'm going farther.
Because they show the roller coaster a couple of times.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I know that they show it going through the. Wait, is that a Tango Warrior?
Yes.
Holy crap! I didn't even notice that.
Which
and the Z
they
putties.
got Zed's putties. They got Tango Warriors.
Okay, let me see if I can play it right at this point. I think it's. Oh, wait, no, this is not it, is it? I have to go further back. I think it's.
So White Ranger might be an add-in as well.
It's a possibility.
Okay, well let's see. Let me see. Hold on. This is with a Megazord, which I think is so freaking awesome that they're including the Zords in this.
I like that right there.
Yep.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
The front view cursors where you move around and move the cursor to shoot. Yeah. I like that. That's awesome.
This is just so cool. I love.
To me, this seems what a Power Ranger game should be played as.
This.
Yeah.
With
very
button mashing.
Oh wait,
all the different ways of doing it.
What's the Retro Arcade, I think it's called Hasbro Retro Arcade.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, Hasbro Retro Arcade. So yeah, Hasbro, you were doing very well with this. Come on, we want some. Come on, you're giving us something like this.
If they're doing this, and if they have Green and White Ranger add-ons, throw in Lord Zed, throw in Master Vile, they could turn this game into essentially a rehash of Mighty Morphin all 3 seasons.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, oh, well, give us Zeo, give us Turbo, give us a game for each season. And when you get to the ones that have
But at the end of,
things like Megaforce, Super Megaforce, make it one game.
I can tell you right now, let's see how this one plays out first before we.
Oh, this one's going to sell like hotcakes.
Yeah, I'm hoping. Oh, I'm sure it will. I'm not saying it won't, but let's, you know.
The question is, if they do a Zeo, will it sell as well?
That's true.
Mm-hmm.
But no, this is going to sell like hotcakes.
Yeah,
You're not going to.
For sure.
No.
We
I
might
might
actually
try
end
to
up crashing the PlayStation game store.
They're helping the
or any of these game
No,
stores.
that
I
too.
mean, 'cause there's
We'll end up
definitely, okay,
crashing
guys.
Hasbro's server.
Yeah, direct link in the description. Definitely click on it. Make sure you're ready to buy it. This is awesome. Now we are in our final topic here for PMC guest announcements. These were like 2 weeks ago, I believe, or a week ago. I can't remember. So let's go ahead and show off some of the guests that are going to be there. Which sucks that we're not going to be there. We got Allison Kipperman. She will be there. So that's awesome. And then you've got Kevin Kleinberg. And then Abraham Rodriguez.
Oh my.
And Red Fisher. He's only going to be there.
Oh my.
The very first ever Ranger not to come directly from that Sentai season.
He's the first main cast member Ranger not to come from Super Sentai.
Exactly. Well, I mean, I'm talking about like even his Ranger.
Because I mean, he's not the first American-made Ranger.
Who was the first American-made Ranger?
There were 5. They just didn't do shit except stand there in their morph suits that Lord Zed gave me.
I'm not counting the Dark Rangers. You keep those guys out. I am not counting the Dark Rangers.
Don't make me come over there.
I am not counting the Dark Rangers because those things were just no.
Oh
God,
yeah, no, I agree. This is the first successful U.S. made Ranger.
Then, when they did the Dark Rangers, I'll tell you right now, I didn't care because I was a kid and it didn't bother me. But after the fact, it's like, wow, showing how Saban's really that cheap.
Yeah.
When it comes to
but
making,
the thing, he almost wasn't even the first. The first was almost female. There were plans, from what I've heard from panels, that In Space Man could have ended up with a purple.
Yes.
And that if everything had been successful with the contract negotiation with Patricia Lee to return as Cassie in Galaxy, they would have had Corone still show back up, but apparently also become a Purple Ranger there.
That would have been interesting.
But
like I said, guys,
there's no Zord either way, but In Space would have been more justified.
But anyway, like I said, Red Fisher, he's only going to be there that Sunday. So, guys, don't miss out on your opportunity to meet him. I think so far he's the only one from Lightspeed Rescue that's going to be there, of what I understand. I don't think there's anybody else. Not that wait, hold on. Maybe I'm wrong. Let me look at my list on our group page. Let's see. I always make sure to post these images to know who's missing from there. Let's see. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, I think he's more than likely the only Lightspeed Rescue cast member. I don't see anybody else. Not that I know, unless that was in another episode where I would be that I saved it for. But like I said, it looks like he's going to be the only one from Lightspeed Rescue that's going to be there, which is a shame because We haven't seen. I don't think. What's his name? Sean C.W. Johnson hasn't really done PMC in a while or any convention,
Mm.
and I don't think Allison McInnes has either. But who knows? Knowing how PMC is going right now, that they're probably going to be announcing more cast members up to next month. So next guest, Peter Sidarso. He will be there. And then Carla Perez. And you cannot miss a chance to meet Adeline Kane, Tanaya 7, also known as Tanaya 15. She's only going to be there that Saturday, which I am glad that I got to meet her. And I think I've told this story before. I missed my chance to meet her at 2018 because Rick and I, we were both in the line for the Super Ninja Steel cast.
Yeah.
Yeah. Enough said. That's all I can say about that. And then Ryan Carter. Heckle, the now known as the Dark Dino Charge Ranger within the series. And in the comic, he was known as the Dark Ranger as well. But yeah, he's going to be there. He's a sponsored guest from Once a Ranger, Always a Ranger. And then Nikolai, I don't know how to pronounce his name, but he from Jungle Fury, Dominic, sponsored by Shining Brave. Hunter Dino, which that's awesome. The Pink Dino Fury Ranger, and the first ever Red Female Ranger to be a part of a full season.
Yeah.
So she's going to be there as well. Bring her snacks. She likes Mike
She
and
loves her
Ike's.
snacks.
Yeah, she loves Mike and Ike's. Just to point that out. Okay. Yeah. And Claire Blackwelder, Kendall Morgan is being sponsored by Razzle 1337.
Yeah, that's what I love.
And then you got Sabrina Liu, the actress that was the American version of Scorpina during that one episode.
Yep.
So she'll be there. Chance Perez, the Dino Fury and Cosmic Fury Black Ranger. He will be there.
Question for him. Did he just walk off set with the robot arm?
Dude, if they did not give him that, of all the amount of sweating he did
And all
with that thing
it's
on
just
him.
the costume,
What?
oversized glove, sleeve. But I could see him just while wearing it, just be like, "Have a nice day, guys."
I'm sorry. I think they should have. If that's the case, I would have said they should have gave that to him, especially with the amount of time he had to wear that during that season.
Oh no! If I were him, I would have just. At the end of the day, have a nice day, guys.
If any of you are going to be there at PMC, I know a lot of people want to hear those songs he did in Dino Fury Season 2 and Cosmic Fury. But also the big question is, like, dude, did they let you keep the robotic arm?
Yes.
That's a good question to ask because it's like, I think, or did they just go, you don't need to keep it. It's incinerator. They should, if they didn't let him keep it, I'll be like,
I mean, in all honesty, he should have just put his jacket on and just walked out with it on without, causing anything. Just wave
and say
bye
he
with a good hand.
forgot to take it off before he left. So next up,
It just felt so natural.
Deborah Estelle Phillips. She will be at PMC. And then you've got James Davies, which will be sponsored in part by Power Ranger Anthony. And then Christopher Kamen Lee, he will be there. Tracy Lynn Cruz, which I'm not surprised because, you know, she's going out there to do a lot of conventions. So a lot of these actors are.
You know, you got to have the biggest power couple of Power Rangers in space together.
Yeah. Minus Kimberly and
well, that's why I said Power
Tom.
Rangers in space.
Yeah, makes sense.
You had
But
three
before we-
relationships really pushed in Power Rangers. Tommy and Kimberly. Then it was Tommy and Kat. And then Andros and Ashley.
So before we move on
The
from
third power couple.
yeah, so
And it's the
before we
first
move
one not to
on,
involve Tommy.
Charles over there.
Rick. Before we move on, listen, I'm doing that because I want to get to the point, and then I'll let you finish. If you remember, give me the middle finger all you want. Now, before we move on within this topic, Ryan, this guest roster of going now, what do you think?
Oh, look at him. Look how cool
It's a great cast. I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, that's all I can say. It's a great cast.
Yeah.
As much effort as they've put for this year's Power Morphin Con for the guests, you would think that, I'm not trying to bash them as much as possible, but Hasbro would put that much effort into the last season. But
Yeah.
they're not Hasbro, so I can't really.
Yeah. So, guys, and also I want to point out that I don't know, or I don't think we'll probably have any type of PMC exclusive besides what you get with your your swag bag, your membership bag. If they were to do one, my only thing is maybe a Funko Pop. I don't know, or unless they talk to Super 7. But anything else besides that, I know a lot of people are hoping that possibly Hasbro will surprise people for PMC and discuss something. If anything, it would have to go through another person outside of Hasbro to share it during that panel like they did last time. Because Hasbro is more likely, they're doing whatever right now.
Hey, Nate, how many guests is Power Morphicon up to now?
I believe.
I helped the big one.
Oh, that reminds
the
me.
circle, and then it turns red fully.
Well,
It shoots.
we did have a cancellation, which we'll get to in just a bit.
Right.
But let me. You could go to
The reason I'm asking is if it's up to 104.
Oh, this unicorn's trying to kill
look
us.
at that.
He's about to die.
It doesn't. I want to update this for some reason. I know it's over 80 something, 80 some odd guests.
Yeah.
So far.
Okay. No, the reason I was asking is because if it ends up being, say, 104, they could do 2 playing card decks with each card having a different guest on it.
That would be really cool, actually.
And then
But also,
they can use the jokers in these decks, the 3 jokers in each deck, to honor those who have passed.
That would be actually a nice thing to do.
So get like a Robert Axelrod, a Tweet Train, a Jason David Frank, oh God, what's his name? The one from Ninja Storm. And then, of course,
Pua?
Yellow.
That's all I remember.
Mystic Force,
Genzi?
White. Yeah. The one that
So,
but
now,
you know what I mean. They can throw in jokers to honor
I
those who have passed.
So now we're gonna. There is a right now. There is a contest happening for PMC, and it's the fan film contest. which let me exit out of the this share screen. Give me one sec. Nope. Let me go out of that. This share screen. Give me one sec. I gotta stop sharing screen. I gotta share the other screen. Give me just a moment. Okay. Go. So right here is the information you need. I put it in the direct link. And all this. So, Rick, do you want to read that off?
That's right. After a 6-year hiatus, the Power Morphicon fan film contest is back. Just like in 2018, we will be screening the winners and honorable mentions at the panel during this year's convention. Specified times to be announced later. Submissions are due by 11:59 p.m. Pacific Standard Time on August 10th this year. You can submit via that link. Rules: videos must be submitted in an MP4 container format with H.264 compression using one of the following bit rates and resolutions. Videos must also be in one of the following frame rates. No vertical or square video submissions. Your film's aspect ratio can be as narrow as 4:3 or as wide as 2.35 by 1. You must put a 5-second title card, plain white text on a black backdrop at the beginning of the film with your name, the film's title, and an email to reach the contestants at. This 5-second title does not count against your runtime. 1 entry per person. All videos must be the equivalent of a PG rating and kid-friendly. Videos must have a total runtime of no less than 3 minutes and no longer than 10 minutes. This includes any intros and credits you include. Though we reserve the right to cut out titles and credits in the screening for time purposes. By submitting your film, you consent to Power Morphicon to screen it at this and future conventions. Submitted films must be original and created for the contest. Films that have been released or uploaded to video sharing sites before the fan film screening panel will be disqualified. So essentially, if you put it out ahead of time, by submitting your film, let's see, you will not collaborate with any of the judges on creating your fan film. This includes using them to help write the film, act in it, do any post-production work. You must include at least one item from Power Rangers or Super Sentai, toy, costume, morpher, etc., and include the term Morphin Grid in your submission. All videos in the film must be your own original recording. You may use audio and music track from pre-existing Power Rangers or Toei shows in your fan film. You may not use any AI-generated imagery, audio, or script writing for your submission. You may base your film on any season, movie, or comics from Power Rangers or Tokusatsu, Ameritaku series. You will submit your film via Dropbox link by August 10th. just before midnight, which will release a month before Power Morphicon with further instructions. We will notify the filmmakers whose films we are screening via email. And of course, you get your register Power Morphicon at Gmail if you have any questions.
So there you go, guys. If you didn't get any of that, I would definitely suggest going to the
Yeah.
direct link in the description because that was a lot to process.
So it says you can't use AI. Okay.
Yeah.
However, I don't know if they'd accept it, but would making one utilizing Lightning Collection figures count?
Oh, you mean like stop motion?
Yeah. Well, not really stop motion, but I mean, yeah, kind of.
Yeah.
But I mean, you got to actually have it going at the frame rates that they want. So it's hard to do stop motion at that point.
Stop motion is really, I've never done it, but I know that people have done it.
It could take hours to get 3 minutes.
Yeah. So.
And God,
anyway, guys,
something falls out of place.
If you are interested in entering this fan film, all the information is in the direct link. The direct link is in the description below. Where to send it, all that. You guys should be all set for that. So now I believe this is where we get into the cancellation of the guest. Yes. So here we go. Unfortunately, Steve Cardenas had to cancel because he was double booked for another event. So for those of you guys that were hoping to see him, it's unfortunate, but not to say that he won't be at any other conventions, like maybe Ranger Stop and Pop.
Whatever one he double booked this one with.
Or maybe even, PMC in the future. We'll just have to wait and see on that. So, yeah. But speaking of more stuff for PMC, this involves San Diego Comic-Con. So if you guys are going to San Diego Comic-Con, you've got a meet and greet with some of the special guests that will be at booth number 809. Power Rangers meet and greet all week. Thursday they will have a panel from 7:30 to 8:30 in room 10. Q&A panel hosted by Bex Francis. And like I said, they're going to be there all week to do signings. And here are the guests that are going to be there. You got Peter Sidarso, and there's his schedule right there. Thursday from
10 to 1, Friday 1 to 4.
Yep. And then you've got Tracy Lynn Cruz, Thursday
4 to 7, Sunday 10 to 2.
And you got Brendan Mejia.
Thursday 10 to 1, Friday 1 to 4.
And you got Nikolai. Don't want to butcher his last name, so I'm just going to go with Nikolai.
So he's going to be there Thursday 1 to 4, Friday 10 to 1, Saturday 4 to 7, Sunday 2 to 5. Because apparently they only spend a couple hours on the floor, so get them while you can.
Yep. And then Andrew Gray.
Yep. Thursday 1 to 4, Friday 10 to 1, Saturday 10 to 1. Yeah, at least he repeats.
And then Christopher Kamen Lee.
Saturday 1 to 4, Sunday 10 to 2.
Okay. And then Selwyn Ward.
Saturday 1 to 4, Sunday 3:30 to 5. Apparently he didn't show up at 3. Probably got a hot date.
And then, last but not least, Blake Foster.
Blake's going to be there Friday 4 to 7, Saturday 4 to 7, and Sunday 2 to 3:30. And bring back Selwyn Ward.
Selwyn, you got you.
Okay, now we know why he's there at 3:30. Justin.
Oh.
Yep.
Okay.
I don't.
Yeah.
So it might be a share. It might just be, some shared booth type deal.
Mm-hmm. So
Maybe
yeah.
Selden's going on is watching Blake's kids beforehand.
Yeah, that's right.
No.
But yeah, guys, there you go for PMC. Guest announcements and cancellation, and then the fan film submission, and also who's going to be at San Diego Comic-Con. Guys, like I said, everything that we've discussed, when it goes from talking about the items from Tokullectibles, and also the what else?
So you got Tokullectibles, you got the guests from Power MorphCon, you got
We can talk about and then also
all the comics.
now if you guys are looking for Godzilla versus more Power Rangers, there you go. And then what else? And then we would talk about the guests and everything, and then Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, Rita's Rewind. So there's everything you got that is in the description, and also we still have. I'm not saying I don't know if the hotels are already booked, but I put it in there just in case if they're still available. And then you've got the send in for the Toku Spirit guests. You send your item in to get signed and everything before that shut off date. It's in there in the description. Just go down there, click. It'll give you all the information for each one of them and the price. And then you've got the passes and everything. So you guys should be all set for that. I make sure to set that up in the description so you guys know where to, if you can't make it to this convention and you want to get something signed by the guests from Tokyo Spirits, there's your option. Now, there's nothing really to be said about the other PMC guests, because usually they might, on one of their sites, I think maybe they'll have some autographs left over to sell on their Toy Wizards, I think it's called, which is a site you can get it from. So, but anyway, that's basically everything we've discussed for this episode. Yeah, and we have more guests to talk about in our next episode, which will be the final day of San Diego Comic-Con, which will be on the 28th of this month.
Hopefully by then we'll be able to live report stuff from Boom Studios.
Yeah, well, it's probably going to be
by live report, I mean, a couple hours later.
Well, hopefully, I'm going to try to
save. Just have to leave a blank screen for me to talk about.
Well, you do have something to talk about for Boom Studios.
But I mean, for the convention.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah,
I get what you're saying. But I think so. Yeah, we do have more guests to discuss in our next episode, which will be on the 28th of this month. So, guys, keep an eye out for that. Ryan, what would you like to say, man, before we sign off?
Cinnamon sugar or cinnamon brown sugar Pop-Tarts are delicious.
We are not sponsored by Pop-Tarts or Kellogg's.
Toaster pastry there. Just look after yourselves and each other, especially with this time of year and stuff going on.
Yeah, I can say,
try to keep
what? That's
a
going to be your
lookout on life.
Yeah, I can tell you right now, Ryan, that's going to be your sign-off. Toast your pastries.
Every week, every time, it's going to be a different flavor.
Toast your pastries. Okay, Rick,
I realized I ate too many cinnamon sugar and I threw up.
So yeah, that's the best one, especially if it's frosted.
Oh yeah.
So support your local comic book shop. Support Paper Copy. Stay tuned. See what San Diego Comic-Con announcements are. We got some exciting stuff going to be happening here soon once I can figure out what I'm going to do. Yeah, I'm still working on some stuff here. Yeah, even Nate's not aware of half the stuff I'm working on. So,
He doesn't tell me shit.
thinking
Let's just
of
put it that way.
working on.
Yeah. He don't tell me shit. Let me put it that
No.
way. He don't tell me nothing.
Oh,
You
no.
should join.
Half the time he fails at the roulette. So, and we're not talking casino game. He knows what I'm
That was
talking
one time, okay? I wasn't prepared.
Yeah.
So if you guys would
last
go
night
ahead.
it cost you.
So go ahead if you guys need go ahead and mute your
But
mic.
yeah.
We're gonna do
So
outro.
support the local comic book shops.
Yep.
And maybe we get some playing cards as a Morphicon exclusive.
All right, guys, that's it for this episode. It will be recorded after I end this. So if you guys want to go back and watch what we discussed, and if you want to check out the, if you want to purchase some stuff from Tokullectibles, or if you guys are going to PMC and you want to know all the information, there's like I said, direct links in the description below. Everything you need to know, item merchandise and all that stuff. So, like I said, we will have an episode July 28th of this, which is the last day for San Diego Comic-Con. So keep an eye out for that. It will be posted directly on our Facebook page and our other social media platforms. So make sure you guys subscribe to our YouTube channel, like our Facebook page, and follow it. And also follow us on X, formerly known as Twitter, and also follow us on Instagram. And as always, guys, stay safe, stay healthy, stay more phenomenal. And as Zordon always says, may the power protect you. And remember, once a Ranger, always a Ranger, and it's morphin' time. All right, everybody.
Bye.
Wade, bye-bye. And here is a look at the title for the next episode. At least I didn't go with Gone Wild. Gone Wild.
Yeah.
It's not that kind of show.
It's gonna get wild.
No.
Let's get wild. What is that for Died in Charge?
It's about to get wild.
Ah.
All right, that's it.